Hey, we on 480p. We up. Let's go.
If you don't know, there are currently some protests happening inside Los Angeles. The protests are against the government agency that is ICE. ICE is setting up these capture programs. So I think the one that started off where they locked in a bunch of members of the community, a bunch of immigrants, a bunch of Hispanics from the community inside of a warehouse. Basically kidnapped them from the family and said they can't go until they process everybody. And then what really pissed off a lot of the members of the community was LAPD came out and they did a perimeter around the warehouse. If you don't know, Los Angeles.
If y'all don't know, in police news, the extraditional police, have been excommunicating niggas out of the country in a way that has been completely illegal. They've been putting niggas in concentration camps. If you didn't know, ICE. If you didn't know,
LAPD came out and they did a perimeter around the warehouse. If you don't know, Los Angeles is a sanctuary city. What that means is local law enforcement is not supposed to work with government law enforcement to expedite or process any of.
They're not supposed to, and that shit is illegal. The people that they think that is illegal, they are the ones that's illegal, trying to take these people out of the country. They can't do that shit.
Law enforcement is not supposed to work with government law enforcement to expedite or process any of the immigrants who are getting deported. Basically, it is, if you come here, we're not going to tell on you, twin.
You can't trump on states' rights. That's what's been imposed on this country from the inception. Federal government can't trump on states' rights. And obviously that has been in effect recently.
Of the immigrants who are getting deported. Basically, it is, if you come here, we're not going to tell on you, twin. So this shit got worse over the course of 3 days. I believe it started on the 6th, and as of yesterday, Sunday the 9th, it was still going on. Conservatives were on the timeline crying about property damage, which they always cry about property damage. Yeah, bro, sometimes shit get broken, my nigga. Sometimes you gotta burn shit. That's how it goes. We didn't take this country peaceful. When we warred with the British, we did some property damage. What was the Boston Tea Party, bitch? The conservatives on the timeline crying about property damage, while the protesters are worried about members of the community being ripped away from their families. Shit got so bad where the president, Donald Trump, said he was sending the National Guard. I think he said he was sending in, it was either 100 or 300 members of the National Guard, basically bypassing state approval. Like he didn't ask the governor if that was cool.
Fuck states' rights. Fuck state governors. Fuck state legislators. That shit don't matter.
He didn't talk to the mayor. He just said, I'm sending them.
Fuck the mayor. Fuck everybody.
Garden, which is an overreach of government. He said in his own arm,
to say the least,
to handle something that could have been handled in house. That's not how our government works. Federal government usually doesn't get inside the problems of local government.
Yes,
but
they
John
do.
Trump said, fuck all that. So this is my basic idea of what happened. I didn't see this.
Federal government always gets entrenched into local governments just by party politics alone, but in this case, this shit means a lot more because LA is the city of the upcoming Olympics, and we know how cities get during the Olympics. That's just how that goes.
This on the timeline because I try to like block a lot of political conversation on the timeline, not because I don't want to understand what's happening in the world, but Twitter is not the same place where reporters go to tell the stories anymore. Nowadays, it is reactionary accounts posting stuff out of context.
Blue Sky is. Follow me on Blue Sky
to get engagement. But the way I saw it was, I saw a tweet floating around. This woman said, black folks, mind your business, go home. This doesn't concern us. And I thought that this was a one-off tweet. I can tell you right now, it was not. This was a sentiment that many black folks on the timeline shared. I searched up, black people stay home. The top tweet, sorry, Latino men were the second highest Trump voting group. Black people better stay home. This was a real talking point on the timeline.
Wow.
Niggas was like, hey, y'all don't go outside. This don't concern us. Now, I saw this at 2 a.m. And at 2 a.m. I decided to write in my notes. I passionately wrote down some things in my notes. Now I'm going to read to you exactly what I wrote in my notes. I said, tweets of black people saying go back home during the LA ICE protest is a result of a hyper-individualistic FBA mindset that plagues the minds of black liberals. All these niggas know is brunch brutes, symbolic victories, and Kendrick Lamar performances. In the face of fascism, they believe they are exempt of the horrors because they are Americans. Look at the words of your great daddy capitalist Jay-Z when he said, "You are still nigga." The main reason why I hate that FBA shit, it directly contradicts with class solidarity. Other yourself from the rest of the diaspora and oppressed people as if we all are a part of the same working poor and subjugated by the same powers negates the movement you say you're for. Black Lives Matter, fuck ICE, and Free Palestine aren't different movements. They are synonymous with one each other. Oppressed people across the globe aren't fighting different evils. They just speak different languages. And to all you hoe-ass black liberals who are upset about the 2024 election results and using that data from Hispanic vote as a...
Yeah, those same people are using those same arguments for why Kamala lost, why Biden lost, and the same reasons that they try to use for why people defend Barack Obama. They use those same arguments every election cycle. That shit is exhausting. And all you have to, man, that shit is exhausting, bro. It's kind of hard to...
upset about the 2024 election results and using that data from Hispanic vote as a reason to not march against fascism. Just know you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. In Nazi Germany, there was something called the Gestapo. Basically what that shit was, it was the secret police. And those niggas was running around locking niggas up for no reason other than being perceived as an enemy of the state. What I'm telling you is this shit will not stop at brown folk. What that portion of our country want is they want to build a white ethno state. What that means is, nigga, you're next. And if you know a nigga in real life saying that's none of our business bullshit, tell that nigga that they are a cowardly loser who only cares about oppression when they are directly affected. They are selfish, and tell that nigga I'm surprised they can stand up.
Tell that nigga that they are agents. A lot of people that sometimes get their opinions from the internet, they get their opinions from agents. Those ADOS niggas are agents. If you get your opinion from an ADOS nigga or FBA nigga, you are getting your opinions from a nigga that's an agent. You're getting your opinions from a think tank. Those niggas don't really believe that shit. Those niggas are feeding you talking points. Them niggas don't really believe that shit. Niggas talk about all the time like, oh, I'm not Pan-Africanism. Africa don't even really like Americans like that. You niggas don't even understand that you're being fed that talking point from niggas, from white supremacist niggas. Do you niggas not realize that? And any nigga or any podcast, any figurehead that you even can bring up, nigga can pick apart those niggas and dissect those niggas to where you can figure out what these niggas to get their money from. These niggas are agents. I don't understand how niggas can just follow niggas, bro. You have to know and do your own research. Do your knowledge, brother. Most of these movements came out 20 at the most years ago. Most of these movements are new, and you niggas don't know any better. You niggas don't know history. You niggas don't know politics. You niggas don't know nothing. You FBA, ADOS niggas. Man. I feel pity for you niggas at the same time, but at the same time, I hate you niggas. I hope y'all niggas do better.
Shape with a lack of backbone. You niggas is pussy. You niggas run around talking about the oppression of our people as if the oppression of our people is in the same exact tools that white supremacy used to oppress all people. Injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. You niggas lack backbone. You niggas only care about oppression when the oppressor got his foot on your neck. You can't be for progress. You can't be for progression if you...
They don't, because when that happens, they don't actually realize it.
Only care when you are being oppressed. I can understand your frustration and your anger about us losing an election.
I mean, only in certain instances. When they only care when they're being oppressed, but only when they can see it. Because most of the times they can't even see it.
But shut the fuck up, you pussy ass Democrat. And yes, I'm using Democrat as a slur. There were legit reasons for some people not to get out and vote. She
Fuck the
refused
Democrats.
to separate herself from Biden politics. She stood behind that shit 10 toes when everybody told her that's not the best movement because
Bidenomics. Hold on. Back that up. Back that up. Back that up. That's Bidenomics.
I can understand your frustration and your anger about us losing an election. But shut the fuck up, you pussy ass Democrat. And yes, I'm using Democrat as a slur. There were legit reasons for some people not to get out and vote. She refused to separate herself from Biden politics. She stood behind that shit 10 toes.
He's talking about Kamala. What he's given credence to is perfectly logical for the reason that she lost that election. She was the vice president under Biden, and she also co-opted a lot of his talking points. The nigga that try to usher in the crime bill with Bill Clinton, and the nigga that also try to usher into segregation politics or legislation. I'm sorry, legislation. So I mean, Biden is a nigga we shouldn't have got behind, but she also tried to co-opt into Israeli Zionist politics, and niggas wasn't feeling that. So that's not the type of person we should have got behind. But niggas still wanted us to vote for her regardless of all the bullshit that she had lined up in front of us. Niggas wasn't feeling that.
Everybody told her that's not the best movement because a lot of niggas hated that shit. Also, she refused to just be like, hey, we're not going to give money to Israel to continue a genocide. She kept saying Israel has the right to defend its borders. Those are legit reasons for somebody not to vote for somebody, especially if these are causes you care deeply about. You sound crazy, you immigrants anchor tether. I'm a black American, nigga. Get off my dick. My great-grandmother was a sharecropper, nigga. She grew up on a plantation. Don't tell me that shit. I'm not like you FBA.
As was my grandmother, was a sharecropper. Niggas just be making up shit. These FBA, ADOS niggas are plants. They're agents. They're put there to sow discord with nigga. These niggas are not real, brother. That's why it's fine. I find it hard for me to excuse me. I find it hard to engage with these niggas. These niggas are not real. Niggas getting paid. Niggas getting paid to engage with niggas, bruh. 24/7, bro. You can have that shit.
Especially if these are causes you care deeply about. You sound crazy, you immigrants anchor tether. I'm a black American, nigga. Get off my dick. My great-grandmother was a sharecropper, nigga. She grew up on a plantation. Don't tell me that shit. I'm not like you FBA losers, nigga.
I can actually go back to where my grandparents were sharecroppers. I actually know that shit. I'm not like these other niggas, bro. These FBA niggas, these niggas are garbage. And I want niggas to know that shit is overblown, bro. These niggas are not the majority. These niggas are losers on the internet. These niggas don't really move the needle like that. These niggas are just influencing other niggas to go in a motion towards their movement. These niggas aren't really like that, bro. These niggas don't really have no ideological base like that.
I'm from here, nigga. My family built this shit, nigga. Pan-African. Know what you is? You a pan bitch. You a pan bitch, nigga. How about that? How about that, nigga?
Whoa.
Tether babble, you acting like an African bush boy you are.
Don't go on Pan-Africans like that, brother.
If you don't know what FBA is, FBA basically means Foundational Black Americans. A lot of Black Americans who are descendants of slaves who came here through chattel slavery felt like we were othered from the diaspora. When we go to Africa, the people in Africa tell us we're not from there. Our family inside the Caribbean tell us that we don't have no culture. So they decided to make their own culture and say that we are foundational Black Americans. Now, on its face, the idea makes sense to me to create something uniquely that is an American culture. That idea makes sense to me. Be like, we want to create something that is uniquely American culture. The problem is that you can't say Pan-African, Pan-Africanism. And Pan-Africanism is uniting everybody from all parts of the diaspora. You can't be a Pan-African in FBA. Those two ideas directly are opposite of each other. One of the
Basically, you got the FBA and reality.
Things I believe in thoroughly is class solidarity. That there is not a war against any particular race, but there's a war against the poor, right? The war against the poor and for the oligarchs and elites to maintain wealth. Their goal is to make sure that all of us, regardless of color, stay subjugated. You cannot other yourself from the movement, because if you do that, we are weakening our tribes. We are weakening our troops. And you niggas is happily being bitch ass niggas. Happily being bitch ass niggas. There needs to be solidarity.
Like I said, niggas underestimate how stupid and how ignorant Americans are. Whether they be white, whether they be black, whether they be anything else. America is a very, very ignorant country. And niggas have to extend that blanket to everybody, even if it's our own people. Sorry.
And you niggas is happily being bitch ass niggas. Happily being bitch ass niggas. There needs to be solidarity. You niggas is falling for CIA psyops. The powers that be do not want poor people to come together and realize that we are not beefing with each other, but we're beefing with the powers. So yes, it is our business. All this is not our business shit, bro. Stop falling for psyops. The CIA get on the timeline. The CIA job is so easy now. They just tweet sassy tweets. Black people.
This is facts. Maybe he'll talk about it later, but I'm gonna talk about it later if he don't.
Stay home and you niggas fall for it, bro. When the Haitian immigrants was coming in through Mexico, the CIA get on the timeline. The CIA job is so easy now. They just tweet sassy tweets. Black people stay home and you niggas fall for it, bro.
Crazy.
When the Haitian immigrants was coming in through Mexico because it was the easy way to get in, this is how Border Patrol was doing Haitian immigrants. You think this white man on a horse see the difference between black man in America and Haitian immigrant? Know what he see? Negro, nigga, what the fuck?
African, actually.
You guys saying that ain't our business is exactly the mindset of our oppressors. If all of us are thinking it's not our business, not our fault, and all of us want to get closer to whiteness, which is why so many black people are capitalists. Black people have the idea that like, if I build enough capital, my blackness somehow get erased.
In America. I always have to make that asterisk. In America.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. That kind of shit. Listen to your
I don't know about OJ though.
You can't fall into the same trap that they want you to fall into because they will all fight each other. This ain't our fight, bro. Why? You think fascism isn't your fight, bro? Bro, there's a little Gestapo running around. You talking about it ain't your fight. Let's leave black politics for a second. You think that the fight against fascism isn't your fight? Do somehow you believe that fascism will not affect you because you're an American? Do you believe that if a real Gestapo forms in our country, that you will be safe because you are a descendant of slave? HUR said,
no. America is the third largest country in the world. Wait, no, I'm capping. As far as the population, America is one of the top largest countries in the world. You can't really actually think that. There's so many people just by the sheer numbers that we influence people, other people around the world. We can't really be that naive.
Because you're an American. Do you believe that
there are 300 and almost 400 million people in America. There's a lot of people that needs that's influence in America. But it benefits certain people like the FBA, the ADOS, their benefactors, that Americans, black Americans, benefit or cling on to the right wing talking points that they want us to.
A real Gestapo forms in our country that you will be safe because you are a descendant of slave? HUR said the end of due process is absolutely our fight. Exactly. What if Luke Skywalker said, this ain't my fight versus the Empire? Stopping our number one op from getting stronger will always be our fight. Exactly, Malcolm. They voted for this. 52% of them voted for this. What about the other 48%? Do they also deserve to be outed? Do they also deserve to be kicked out of this country? By the way, you can only vote if you're legal. Right? You think the illegals deserve to be outed? Like hardworking people who help our economy deserve to be outed. You say that they voted for this. Okay, did they vote for the Gestapo? Maybe. But that Gestapo also affects you. The secret police who will go around locking people up for just being enemies of the state also affects you. Donald Trump ran. He ran on, I will imprison anybody who is my enemy. He ran on that. Voting don't get you out of these situations, you stupid fucking Democrat. Fuck, I hate you Democratic niggas. You can't vote your way out of fascism, my nigga. Adolf Hitler was democratically elected. There is no voting way out of this. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Get out and do change, nigga. You niggas. Fuck.
Hey, shout out to bro. He talking. He's spitting that facts. If you hoping for the Democratic Messiah or the Democratic prophet, it won't happen, brother. Democrat and Republican are two wings of the same bird. It won't happen. So, I mean, hey, if you want to be Democrat for life, if that's on you, you can have that, but I won't do it. Especially me being a black radical. I can't hurt people to being towards the Democratic Party. It won't happen. But, man, look. I just can't do it, man. Congrats if you made it this far. If you got any thoughts on this video, if you want to suggest the next one, please comment down below. Sometimes I be all over the place on these videos. I be fucked up. Sometimes I be kind of tipsy, but if you want to suggest something, put it down below. Like, subscribe. Let's build a community over here, man. Look for my Discord. Check out the links down below. Put Patreon. And us always. Thank you, champions. I really appreciate it. I really do. And until the next time. Bye.